Superman and Lois brings Jonathan Kent's controversial Man of Steel line into Season 3. Superman and Lois introduces Clark Kent, Tyler Hoechlin, as being both a full-time superhero and a full-time family man. One of the major challenges that have come with that has been Clark raising his teenage son Jordan Kent, Alex Garfin, as he has begun to develop Kryptonian superpowers. By the end of Superman and Lois Season 2, Jordan's powers have developed to be nearly commensurate with those of his father. However, Jordan still diligently trains under Clark's tutelage to harness his Kryptonian abilities, with his father remaining highly protective of his son's safety. In Superman and Lois's Season 3 premiere, Clark's protectiveness even comes to echo that of Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel when he reprimands Jordan for saving a tower from collapsing. In Superman and Lois's Season 3 premiere, Clark instructs Jordan to return home after leaving him to spar with a Kryptonian AI in the Fortress of Solitude. However, Jordan spots a building on the verge of collapse in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on the way home and uses his powers to stop it. Clark picks up on this with his superhearing and arrives to help Jonathan, subsequently scolding him that he could have revealed himself and his abilities publicly. This is markedly similar to Man of Steel's controversial Jonathan Kent, Kevin Costner, in the movie's flashback to Clark Kent's childhood after Clark pulls a school bus from being submerged in a lake concern that Clark came close to exposing himself to the world, leading to his controversial, maybe, reply when Clark asks if he should have let the kids aboard the bus die. Fundamentally, Jonathan in Man of Steel and Clark in Superman and Lois are coming from the same place. Both Clark and Jonathan are fathers naturally concerned for their son's well-being. However, they have even more reason for their concern due to their respective sons' metahuman pa. His adoptive father expresses concern that Clark came close to exposing himself to the world, leading to his controversial, maybe, reply when Clark asks if he should have let the kids aboard the bus die. Fundamentally, Jonathan in Man of Steel and Clark in Superman and Lois are coming from the same place. Both Clark and Jonathan are fathers naturally concerned for their son's well-being. However, they have even more reason for their concern due to their respective sons' metahuman powers and the ramifications for their lives if they were to be discovered by the world. While Jonathan's warning to Clark in Man of Steel has taken aback many detractors, DC has been proving Pa Kent right with elements of the Flash movie, while Superman and Lois also backs him up. Neither Jonathan nor Clark is opposed to the idea of their sons saving lives, but they both understand the potential blowback both of their sons could face at such a young age. In Man of Steel, Clark must have both the wisdom to use his power and the confidence that he can trust the world that he is not a threat. In Superman and Lois, the same proves to be true in how Clark views Jordan's growing powers.